Hello everyone, this is Srinoj from Ielts Expert, and here in this video we are going to discuss how to deal matching headings question for Ielts reading test. Right? And the test is actually based on this is to examine, to identify how capable you are in understanding the general idea, the main idea of a passage or a paragraph given, right? So there are a few things which I have written down. I would like to discuss it with you. All right. So the first one is to have a keep reading. That doesn't mean you skim that. I mean you have to read it fast because you are actually you don't want to waste a lot of time on that, right? So but don't skim. Skimming cannot help you in getting identifying the main idea of the passage. Rather you read it fast and then maybe there are things coming up, right? So have a quick reading but don't skim. And the second one is actually better not to read the questions before the passage. I know that there are students, there are candidates who actually prefer to read the headings before they read the passage. That's useful, but remember, once you read the question or once you read the heading, most often you have a tendency to focus on the words in that, and then you will be searching for those words in the passage, but it should not happen, right? So you don't search for the particular words, but you rather search for the main idea. You rather try getting the idea of the passage, the main idea of the passage, right? So in order to do that, in order to avoid that circumstance, searching for a particular word, you better read the headings later once you finish reading the passage, right? So the next one is about write your idea beside the paragraph and later match it. Write your idea beside the paragraph and later match it. That is actually you have maybe 4 or 5 paragraphs in the passage, and you read the first paragraph and write down few things that you understood about the passage, maybe 3 or 4 words beside the paragraph, right? So you move on to the next paragraph and finish all the 4 or 5 paragraphs given, and then later try matching your idea that you have developed based on your reading with that of given in the questions, like the headings that are given. So most often, like maybe almost 70-80% you would see that it's amazing, like your idea and then their idea, their headings are actually matching or somewhat similar, so that you could directly go for the answers, right? This is actually the the easiest way I would rather suggest you. And the next one is find out your own words to substitute the words in the question. So this is actually, it's nothing but you paraphrase it. You find a synonym for the words that are used in the question as headings, and then most likely you find these words again in the passage. So you have to, paraphrasing is very important. Knowing the synonyms of words that are given in the question or in the headings or any such are very important. So you have to develop such a habit. So whenever you see the question, try paraphrasing it. Try to find out your own meaning, like develop it within yourself. So the next one is, if there are 2 or 3 headings that look assigned, or you feel that these are actually similar or suitable for 2 or 3 paragraphs, or 2 or 3 headings are suitable for 1 paragraph, what you want to do, write down all the 3 and decide which suits the best. All the 3 beside the paragraph of which you think this could be suitable for this particular paragraph, right? So there are 2-3 headings which can actually suit 1 paragraph. You write down all the 3 beside 1 paragraph, right? And look at the headings once again and then read the paragraph again. So maybe that can really give you an idea which is the best for, or which one suits the best for. And if you still don't get it, don't spend too much time on that. Move on to the next one, because you don't have much time to spare. So maybe the answers can reveal by itself later, so you find it very easy, right? So read the first and last lines thoroughly. It doesn't mean, I'll read it once again, read the first and last lines thoroughly. It doesn't mean that you don't read the entire paragraph, or you only read the last and then first lines. No, it doesn't. This is very important, thoroughly. So read the first and last lines thoroughly, in the sense, this can really give you a general idea. Can really convey the main idea about the paragraph. So maybe you can really go fast on the details that are given in between, but read the first and last lines really, in detail, like as if you want to understand what is it actually meant to, right? And the next one is about, don't worry about some unfamiliar words, because one passage, one paragraph can have many words, or even 2-3 words which are hard for you, or you are unaware about what does it really mean. You don't want to worry about. As I told you in the beginning, matching headings questions are actually dealing with the main idea of a paragraph, not that you want to know each and everything given in that, right? So in that case, you are safe. You don't want to worry about 2-3 words which are not. And if at all, if there is a way, like you can copy it up with the rest part of the sentence or in the paragraph, that's pretty fine. You can always do that, right? So the last one, answers are not in order. Remember, if you get the answer for the first one here, if this is a paragraph, you get the answer for the first question here, don't expect the answer 2, 3, 4 and then 5 in order. Maybe the first one is here and then second one is here, 3 is here and then 4 is somewhere here, after maybe even 5. So the answers are not in order. All what you want to do is have a quick read and then maybe develop your own idea about the passage. So that's very important. Write your idea beside the paragraph and then later match it with the question. This is something that I highly suggest you to do. Read fast and then do this, so that you will be always finding out the answers, right? So this is all about matching headings question. There are many more, these are the major tips that could really help you in dealing with the questions, right? So hope the video helped you, and please subscribe our channel. Also click the bell icon so that you will be getting notifications for our upcoming videos. Thank you. Bye.